Welcome back to yet another video. I will be showing the low-tech beginner player farming fleet for getting your very first blueprints. The important of which of these blueprints is going to be the Hydra missile, what you are going to be relying on for a while. At least while you are fighting fleets on this planet. The planet you're on, not necessarily the planet I'm on here, but you know what I mean. Okay, so this fleet can handle fleets of up to level 25, I say. But the thing is, sometimes you end up missing killing these fleets by just one little sliver of health on the last battleship because the Hex missiles can't catch up to the enemy battleships before your ships get depleted. Like the Hydra missiles, they home in a little bit. So what I'm doing right now is I'm looking for a level 23 fleet to attack to show you guys how the fleet works. Antimatter fleets, what I recommend that you do is that you just repair and resend the same fleet. Since all the ships are instant in this fleet and they move so slow, you repair and resend it until the enemy fleets are dead. This doesn't affect how much antimatter the fleet contains, so that is my best recommendation for that process. Okay, looks like we found one. Let's go ahead and look at the combat. Alright, and as it plays out, I'll kind of explain here. The frigate's going to tank most of the damage because it'll move around dodging most of what's being thrown at it. The battleships are there to throw as much damage without getting hit as much as possible, and the destroyer as well. And the destroyer's here so it doesn't alter the way the enemy fleet moves, because it kind of attacks straight on and then hangs out in this sort of middle area as these battleships want to go around the fleet, kind of corralling it into one little area, while the explosives can splash damage the rest of it down. Now the frigate died, but all the ships in this fleet are under 5-minute repair, and I'll show you how that works when I go to the repair screen. Yeah, see, you have a similar situation when you fight the level 25 fleets. The destroyer is able to survive on the level 23 ones, which will give you a greater chance of destroying the last battleship. There you go. What happens is your two battleships will just get in a strafing contest. And sometimes, only sometimes, yours will lose on the level 25 ones, so it is possible. My recommendation is fight the level 23 ones, as the drop rate for the blueprints is higher. For the same blueprint bracket, you can fight levels 20 through 25. Now if this loads, I'll show you what I mean. It can be viewed in your blueprint screen. The bracket is listed right here, and that's regular planet cargo fleets, not rebel fleets. You do not want to attack rebel fleets with this fleet. But anyways, I'll show you the repair screen. I'm sorry for the lag. I'm uploading another video that I made right before this one. Okay, so here's the repair screen, and what you'll have to do is kick ships out and then put them back in to repair them and go at it all over again. Now the destroyer doesn't really have any repair time, so there's no sense in really kicking it out of the fleet. But you are going to be using the wedge formation. The battleships go in slots 2, 3, 4, and 6. The destroyer is in slot 5, and the frigate takes slot 1. And I will show you the fittings momentarily. So the frigate you are using is the Harrier frigate. Mark II, because you should get a mission in the beginning of the game that will have you mark up a Harrier to Mark II. So you should have this fairly early on. And the fleet mass is only 5,339. I believe that's doable around Fleet Bay level 6, maybe? So, it has Shock Shield 2, Scatter Missiles 1 and 1, which is really early on attainable tech. Now the Rancor battleship is the kind of star here. It might take the longest. The battleship itself might take the longest to acquire, but it has Shock Shields 2, Rotation Thrusters 1, Hex Missiles 1 4 times, and all the battleships are the same. Now, if you wanted to replace one of these Hex Missiles with a Hydra missile you happen to get from the black market, that would improve it a lot better. You do it on the certain battleship, I want to say battleship 4 or 2, and you will probably 100% guarantee yourself taking down a level 25 fleet, much in the same way you would the level 23 one. And the destroyer has Plasteel 5, rear thrusters 3, and hex missiles 1-2 times. And that's the entirety of this fleet. Like I said, I would only fight regular Vega cargo with this fleet. I wouldn't try the rebel fleets until you have Hydra missiles on the battleships. Okay, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more videos.